here from Melbourne Reiki and Wellness, and today I'd like to talk to you about the importance of rest. It's something that is overlooked time and time again, I think, by a lot of people. And our society, being Western society, has always been about push harder and work more hours and do more things and achieve more. And it can be quite detrimental to not only our physical body, but our mental state as well. I'm seeing a lot of clients come in recently talking to me about the anxiety that they are experiencing, the stress and the overwhelm and the worry that they're feeling in their bodies and their minds. And stress has a really, can have quite a detrimental effect on our physical body as well as our mental state if we have ongoing stress for too long. Stress in itself is not a bad thing. It can be actually quite beneficial to some of us, depending on in the context. Sometimes if we're under stress, we are heading towards a deadline, we need to just push that little bit harder and get things done. If a car's approaching us from the wrong direction, we jump out of the way, we're under stress, but it's saved our life. And so sometimes stress in a short-term situation can be actually really useful and necessary for our survival. The problem is that when we hold on to stress for an ongoing period of time, a longer period of time, then that stress becomes chronic stress, and then that can have really detrimental impact on our physiological body. So we think about stress, it actually shuts down all of our immune system and our digestive system, and instead pumps us through with cortisol and adrenaline and other stress hormones. Basically gives us that kind of like lift in order to run or to fight. It's kind of like our fight or flight response, or our sympathetic nervous system. And so when that happens, all of our healing capacity in our physiological body kind of shuts down to make way for adrenaline and cortisol and all those fast-acting stress hormones that we need in order to react in a short-term way. If we continue this for a long period of time, though, it wreaks havoc on our digestive system, wreaks havoc then on our mental side as well, or the way our mind thinks and feels. Our gut and our mind, there's a huge correlation there. So when we're stressed, it not only affects our gut in a negative way, but also it affects our thoughts. We become narrow-minded or tunnel-visioned. We have a lack of empathy or capacity to deal or help others because we're purely focused on ourselves and our survival. When we get really stressed, we can't remember things very well. We forget things all the time. We can't think clearly. We often have brain fog, and we're often really tired, not just in our physical body because we're so full of adrenaline and so on edge all the time, but mentally we're just tired because we're thinking too much. We're overanalyzing, we're overthinking, and our mind is just going at a way, way, way too fast a rate. Rest and relaxation, rest and restoration is so important. I can't underestimate the value of rest. When you are resting, you allow your body to come back into parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest response. So finally, your digestive system can start to function again. Your immune system has time to regenerate and boost back up again. And your stress hormones start to relax and just kind of sit back in the background a little bit more. Your physiological body will have time to repair. So when we go to the gym, for example, we lift weights, and the process of lifting weights is that we actually create little tears in our fibers, in our muscle fibers. It's when you rest, so you take a rest day, that those muscle fibers actually repair itself and build a stronger muscle. And so it's not actually in the moments of stress that we're getting stronger or that we're doing more or doing better. It's actually in the moments of rest that all of that repair happens. Same as when we sleep, it's like our brain starts to detox all of the thoughts in our mind. That's why we have some weird dreams sometimes. We're processing all of the thoughts from the day. We also clean out some of the grey matter in our brain. We detoxify our body, our blood. We send oxygen through, and we basically eliminate anything in our body that we no longer need. That's why a healthy body in the morning, first thing in the morning when you wake up, should be going to the toilet and eliminating all of that stuff that we don't need in our bodies anymore. Rest is so important for your mind. When you are relaxed, you have more access to your creativity. You have more access to your intuition. You can download intuitive messages and thoughts. You can listen to your inner guidance system or your gut instinct. You have ability and capacity to see a wider range of things in your world. Your periphery vision is now open again. You have capacity and empathy for others. You can work in a more collaborative way and connect with people on a deeper level when you're more open and relaxed. So there is so many benefits of taking the time to rest and to allow your body to recover on so many levels. One thing when we're stressed is that we often disconnect our mind and our body. So we're so much in our mind, we're thinking all the time that we kind of almost put a block in terms of our feeling body. When we're no longer in tune with our feeling body, we miss signs that the body is telling us. Sometimes we feel pain, but we just ignore it and we need to push through or chin up and keep going. Or we feel something, but we're like, we don't have time to deal with that feeling, so just push that aside or distract ourselves and keep going, keep working. But those feelings and those little intuitive messages are actually messengers from your higher self telling you something, giving you insight into your body. So it's really important to listen to them, because if we don't, then over time, we know that something greater is going to happen. The universe or your higher self is just going to go shook over your head, and something bigger will happen to force us to stop and then to be able to take care of ourselves. On a personal level, I've experienced burnout a few times. In fact, my dad has always told me, Casey, you just need to slow down and rest a lot more, because I know that for me, I have the habit and the tendency, being quite active and quite fast paced, is to go, push all the time until I collapse and burn out. And I've done that a number of times in the past. It's really not fun. So I'm really trying, and it's a constant process of learning how to take time to rest, learning how to take rest days in terms of not just exercise, but rest periods during the day, taking time for my self-care, making time for the gym, making time for my yoga practice, making time for my meditation and my self-REIKI practice. All of those things is going to keep me calm, keep me grounded, keep me connected to my body and my mind as well. So if you're one of those people that tends to go all the time and is always doing, it might help just to take a moment and reflect on that. Why do we keep doing that to ourselves? For me, why do I keep active so often? Why do I need to be busy all the time? And maybe it's that I'm maybe avoiding something, or maybe I'm trying to people please, which is probably more my tendency. Maybe I'm so curious and so excited about so many things that I'm so interested. That is also me for sure as well. So no one is perfect. I've definitely got my things that I'm working on, as does everyone. But if you are someone maybe similar to me who is very outgoing and very on the ball and likes to get things done and maybe has a tendency towards feeling overwhelmed or feeling a little bit stressed out, then rest is going to be the most important tool in your tool belt. Taking the time to rest, carving that time out, whether it's in your day, in your week, whatever, the time before bed, whatever it is, to help you come back into your body and reconnect to what's most important, which is always you, your inner state. How you're feeling on the inside is going to be reflected at you in your outer world. So taking care of your inside world is the most important thing. This brings me into my next important news, or very exciting news. I'm actually running a retreat towards the end of the year in September, the first weekend of September, 3rd to the 6th. It's called Rejuvenate Your Soul. This retreat is from Friday afternoon to Monday morning, so we get a really good chunk of time together. I'll be taking you through some morning yoga classes, and then in the evening we'll do some really beautiful meditation and yoga nidra. During the day, we've got beautiful, healthy, nourishing meals catered for us. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm going to be running a Manifest Your Desires workshop. I will also be taking us for a guided walk around the DAYLESFORD Lake and spend a bit of time exploring the area. Not only that, of course, we're going to be having Reiki healings in the afternoon, just to allow ourselves to come back into the body, really relax our mind, relax our body, but restore and rejuvenate our inner being or our soul. I cannot wait. The details are being finalised as we speak. My website, the page is being developed. All the details are ready to go. I can't wait to put it out there for you guys. There will be more information in the next couple of weeks about the rooms and the prices and how to book and all of that great information. I'm really, really excited. So keep the dates free. It's the 3rd to the 6th of September. I would really love to see you. We can spend some quality time together. The group is going to be quite small as well. So if you are interested, then definitely jump on board. I'll have more details for you very soon. In the meantime, please take time to rest, recover, know how important that is for your physical body, your mental health, but also for your inner state, your soul. I hope this has both encouraged you to take some rest and also sparked excitement for this retreat. I really look forward to sharing more details with you soon. But until then, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.